First down, and the give is to David Meggett. Zordich on the tackle after a pickup of 5 yards.
The thing to remember about Dave Meggett and playing against him and then watching him, I mentioned earlier that he just runs like his personality. He's all over the place. Meggett is a hard guy to tackle because it's hard to get your hands on him. He's got great balance. He's good on his feet. Once you can get your paws on him, you can throw him down pretty easy. The problem is you can't always get your hands on him.
As the Eagles have found out today. Second and 5. Brown tries to go to Mark Jackson on the out. And that will bring up third down. Meggett, of course, giving Rodney Hampton a breather. Hampton has gained 63 yards and 18 carries and has been the workhorse today.
And on the other sideline, Cunningham's trying to figure out what they're doing with their safeties and bringing them up and taking away the things that they're doing.
9:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Giants lead the Eagles 28-16. Third and 5. Here's Arthur Marshall, and this is going to be a wide receiver pass on a flea flicker, but nowhere to throw. And it was Bert Grossman who finally put down Marshall.
It's funny. I was talking to Greg Townsend prior to the game, and Townsend said, hey, I know how Reeves is. Reeves is probably going to try to throw one of those Elways on me, and they're going to try to, but I'm going to be ready. I know this guy. Now watch Greg Townsend right here. They're going to hand it off. Because he's setting shotgun, that allows Dave Brown to become an eligible passer. Townsend sees it, comes back and covers it.
Loss of 8 yards on that play, and smiles on the face of Grossman. Moran on fourth down, kicking. And it takes an eagle bounce into the end zone. A penalty marker is down, however, at midfield, so let's wait. Larry Nemmers, our referee for this opening game. Boatite says we decline.
Ineligible, number 30 of the kicking team downfield. The penalty is declined. First down.
The Eagles will take it out on the 20 when we come back. Reeves and the Giants lead 28-16. Matt, interesting that Cunningham has been so much more effective in the pocket today.
Yeah, and the thing that's interesting about that is whenever you play against Cunningham, and these Giants even said it, we want to keep him in the pocket. We think he's less effective in the pocket than when he's out of the pocket. So he's having a big day sitting back there today.
First down on the 20 for the Eagles, who trail 28-16. Cunningham with time hits Calvin Williams up the middle. And Williams brings it out to the 40-yard line, maybe the 39, a pickup of 20 yards. Raymond on the stop. Getting much better protection is Randall Cunningham now.
Yeah, it looks to me he's most effective today when he's throwing down through the middle. Whenever he's tried to throw those deep outs and the outside balls, he's not been as effective.
Williams with 4 catches, having a big game. First down on the 40. Trying to go to Joseph, with Corey Miller covering on the play. I want to remind you that at the end of this game, Matt and I will select a Miller Lite Player of the Game. The Giants, who were 11-5 last year, disappointing in preseason. I think the way it is now, you can throw preseason out because you don't know who's going full bore game to game.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. But, right now, nobody's played this long. This is the first time that these teams have played their regulars all season long, so you can take that first part and throw it out.
Second down. Cunningham, and just when we credit the Eagle offensive line, it breaks down. Michael Strahan, who the Giants are hoping will give them the pass rushing threat up front, gets the sack, and that's the 5th sack of the game by the Giant defense.
Yeah, Strahan comes back inside on Antone Davis. You see the stunt. They make the cross. Now, what Davis does is he gets way too high, and he gets up and opens his inside wide open. Strahan just attacks that inside shoulder, and there's no way to stop him.
Michael Strahan 270 pounds and a loss of 12 that time. It'll be 3rd and 22. Cunningham has Victor Bailey. And Bailey can't get by Beeman. Willie Beeman wrestles him down. And that will bring up 4th down, and the Eagles will kick it away.
Well, the sack just killed him, and prior to this, what's killed the Philadelphia Eagles have been a couple of penalties. You see Bubby Brister warming up on the sideline. Cunningham comes off.
In the game that Cunningham was hurt, Brister led the Eagles to a win over the Jets last year. Berger with the kick, and Leggett gonna let it drop, and it'll be down at the 15. 6:34 remaining in the 4th quarter. Kick went 52 yards. Strike or no strike, tonight Fox introduces a new Major League team, the Pioneers, the most outrageous group of goofballs, screwballs, and oddballs ever to wear a uniform. Catch Hardball, a new comedy premiering tonight right after the season premiere of The Simpsons, part of Fox's Super Sunday. Giants start from their 15-yard line, leading 28-16. And Rodney Hampton is back in the game at running back. Hampton changes direction. What a great bit of running by Rodney Hampton. Picks up 16 yards, and you'd have to say he did all of it.
You forget that Rodney Hampton has the kind of feet in the hole that he does. You know, we talk about him being a big, strong guy, but just watch the feet right here. First, he makes the guy miss. Now watch right here. Boom, back outside. Now he's going to stop, get the feet back inside. You know, that stuff with great running backs you just can't teach.
First down on the 31-yard line. 79 yards rushing for Hampton so far. Hampton rushes for the 20th time today and crosses the 35-yard line, where William Perry greets him. A gain of 5 yards for Rodney. 84 yards on 20 carries and a touchdown. Hampton scored the first touchdown of the game for the Giants.
Well, you knew that the Giants always had Hampton back there in a good offensive line. And you knew if push came to shove, it was going to always get the ball into the hands of Rodney Hampton.
Second down and 5. He gets a couple. It will bring up 3rd down, and the Giants are chewing up the clock under 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, leading 28-16. One point they led 21-3. Their lead was cut to 8, and now they have a 12-point advantage.
And speaking with Rodney Hampton, you know, I asked him, is there any place that you really feel comfortable running? He said, yeah, I like to go behind Jumbo Elliott and William Roberts on that left side.
They're working on Randall Cunningham's left toe and icing it right now. 3rd down and 4 on the 37-yard line. And Brown takes it himself and is short of the first down, although the Giants feel with the extra reach he crossed it. Harmon and Evans on the tackle, so we'll see where they spot the ball. They're short. Maybe that's why we saw Bubby Brister start to warm up before, as Cunningham had a problem with his toe. Want to remind you that most of you will see the big opening game between the Cowboys and the Steelers, the defending world champions, with Barry Switzer and the Steelers, who are going to be a threat in the AFC this year. Some of you will see the Cardinals and the Rams.
And they're going for it on 4th and 1.
On their own 40.
They're going to get him to try to jump offside.
Delay of the game against the Giants, and they almost had it with William Thomas on the right side.
Had he one more hut, he may have had him.
So Dan Reeves will send his punting team in, and there's Otho Davis working on Randall Cunningham.